Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take on Sunday night, March the 16th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I hope you guys are all doing well. A tale of two games at Rogers Arena. I was at the win last night, 6-2 over Chicago. Then I was at the loss tonight, 3-1 against Utah. Now, was it too much to ask for the Canucks to win both games? It sure would have put us in a much better place in the playoff race, but we will get to that. Going to wrap up my weekend, recap my experience at both games, and then, of course, recap tonight's game a little bit, spend some time getting to all of you. It's also the third Sunday of the month, so that means I'll be giving away some memberships as well. So, moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thank you for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me right here, right now, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So, I'm just going to check this. This light is too full. There, that's better. It wasn't centered. I don't think I'm centered. Doesn't matter. I'm never centered. So, in more ways than one. So, thank you everyone for being here. This is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section and get notified of my videos every single day. You can like the video, like the fact that we are together right now, like the fact that even though the Canucks did not win, they're still in the second wildcard spot, but I'll get to that in a second. Like the fact that we had a 6-goal explosion last night, even though we had one tonight. So that's an average of 3.5 goals for the weekend. And like the fact that we are together, continuing to build a strong and vibrant Canucks community. And I saw evidence of that tonight at the arena, which I'll get to in a second. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift see who's the first to get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and make sure you review. So once again, thanks everyone for being here. I had a great time at tonight's game. And I would give a couple shout outs. The first one is happy birthday, Jaden. Jaden has been watching my channel for the past 3 or 4 years. I got to see Jaden and his mom at the game tonight. And I wish you saw a win, Jaden, for your birthday. But the fact that you didn't, it's okay. I got to see you. And I don't know if that makes up for a lack of a win, but at least we got to connect, and that was awesome. So happy birthday to you, Jaden. I got to enjoy the game with legendary Lucas Gates. One of the perks of being a legend, not only do you get 2 pairs of tickets to a game where you don't have to sit with me, but you also get a game with me. And tonight was that game for Lucas and me. I'll be going to a game with Andrew in April. So the 2 legends right now are Lucas and Andrew. And it was wonderful. Lucas and I, we catch up every 2 months over the one-on-one Zoom and through other text messages. But yeah, it's something different when you're sitting with someone for 2.5 hours. Although I was late, though. I had to come from a work event. So I told Lucas I'd be there by 5:15, and I showed up on the dot at 5:15. I missed the first 5 minutes in the game, but that's okay. I didn't miss any goals. And then we had a good time catching up. So once again, thank you, Lucas. That was a great night, and it was fun hanging out with you for the entire night. There's Jaden. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but he says, thank you, Clay. Seeing you was definitely a highlight. Well, Jaden, happy 23rd birthday. Once again, it was great to see you and your mom. So I got to see Jaden, got to hang out with Lucas all night. And then also during the first intermission, I saw Aaron. I'm not sure if he's in the chat tonight, but I got to have a nice catch up with Aaron. And then I got to see Adrian. Now, I think I saw Adrian in the chat earlier. Adrian and I have known each other for over a decade in terms of church circles, but we probably haven't seen each other in the past few years. So it was great to catch up with Adrian. We recorded a video for his Instagram. We called it the Mutual Admiration Society because he would compliment me. Then I would compliment him back. Then he would compliment me. Then I would compliment him back. And then really it just became, like I said, a Mutual Admiration Society, MAS, Mass. And it makes sense that we like going to Mass too as Catholics. But yes, it was great seeing Adrian at the game. And Adrian also says it was a highlight. Oh, so I was the highlight for Jaden and Adrian. No, I'm just kidding. So great to see you, Adrian, as well. Also got to meet guys named Sean and Thomas who are in our section. Very vocal, but so that was great meeting them. And Tom, who was the host working in our section, had a great catch up with him as well. So got to see a lot of people tonight, and I was happy to just see all of them. The only thing that was missing was that was the Canucks win. Oh, it's Coach Rob's birthday on Thursday. All right, I will have to connect with him and make sure that we can make something happen. Usually, I don't bring franchise members on, but I call Coach Rob has been around forever. He's been such a big supporter of this channel. And I think that's a really good idea to bring Coach Rob on. So thank you, Shannon, for the reminder. I will connect with Rob directly before Thursday. All right, let's just talk about my weekend because it's Canucks related. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with non-Canuck stuff. But Friday night, Gail was supposed to... So Gail turned 50 on Thursday, as you guys know, 50 years old. So we went out for a nice Korean dinner, all you can eat. Then she was supposed to fly out on Friday, but then they ended up bumping our flight. But I'll get to that in a second because first I want to recognize the legend who gets the donation train out of the station. So let's give some love to legendary Lucas Gates. And Fangirl, it's Sunny Delight. I know it's like the worst thing for you, but it's Sunny Delight. Thank you for asking. Glad to have hung out with Clay tonight. Not a night we wanted, but I thought it was a fun event nonetheless. Glad I got a game day puck. That's right. Lucas got a sweet Utah versus Vancouver game day puck, which I predict will go way up in value in the future. So, Lucas, I'm not sure if you're in the business of, pun intended, of selling those things or if that's something you like to keep. But yes, it was pretty cool. Too bad your sign didn't get on the screen, but that was pretty funny as well. So thank you, legendary Lucas Gates. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat. When's Alfred's birthday? I see. And Canucks versus Rangers. Okay, so your birthday's on Saturday. Okay, so Alfred, maybe I'll bring you on the show on Sunday then, because I don't do a show on Saturday. So, okay, I got guests lined up. I got Coach Rob on Thursday. I got Skytrain Alfred on Sunday. I'm not going to make him do the whole interview or the whole appearance in a Skytrain voice, although that would be pretty funny, I think. Okay, so Friday night, Gail was supposed to fly out to the Philippines, but it got delayed to Saturday. So we hung out on Friday. What did we do? Well, she mostly packed. We watched a bit of TV and just kind of hung out, which was cool. So that was on Friday night. Then Saturday is the day she actually left. But so I helped her pack. We ran some errands. If you saw my Instagram or my ex, I tried to go to shop, not my ex, like girlfriend, my like ex Twitter. I tried to go to Shoppers to help Gail out. She gave me a list, and I realized quickly, as soon as I got there, that I had no clue where anything was. Like none of the 6 things, and it was only a 6-item list. None of the 6 things I could find. I didn't know where anything was. So I basically called her and told her, "Get ready, I'm coming to pick you up." And then the 2 minutes, because it's just down the road from us, the 2 minutes it took driving each way, 2 and 2, and the 2 minutes I spent in the store, 6 minutes wasted. Probably she saved way more than 6 minutes by actually coming with me. So that was Saturday. Then I kissed her goodbye, hug, see you later, take care, be good. That's what she said to me, not I said to her. And then went to the hockey game. Sean and I went to the hockey game. We were sitting in the Champions Club. We were gifted tickets. Oh, I ate so much sushi, drank so much pop, had a great view, and the Canucks won 6-2. So as much as I want to talk about last night's game, I'm not going to recap last night's game because that was already last night's game. But I'll say this. 6 forwards had 2-point nights. another 2 forwards had 1 point. So 8 of the 12 forwards scored, and then 3 of the 6 defensemen scored. Overall, really, really good night. And it was good to see. Archer Shilovs wasn't amazing, but he was good enough, and the Canucks beat a team that they needed to. So that was last night. And then today I worked from 12 to 5 downtown, and then I booted over to the cathedral, from the cathedral to my car to change into my Canucks jersey. I don't think Lucas wanted to be sitting next to some guy in a shirt and tie all night. And then I made it to the game by 5:15, and then I got to hang out with Lucas and meet a bunch of you. And the only thing that was bad was the Canucks did not win 3-1. Okay. The Canucks did not win at all. I would have taken any score. 1-0, 2-1, 8-2, 6-2, 5-3, 4-2. Of course I'd take 4-2. You guys know that's my favorite score. Lucas again. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat. He says, folks, next time Utah plays us in Rogers Arena, they will have their permanent brand. Tonight was the only time Utah Hockey Club in their current brand played here. That's right. And have we lost 3 times to the Utah Hockey Club? Or are we 1-2? Actually, I can just look right here. I have it right here. Yeah, great. We've lost all 3 games to Utah. Amazing. But thank you, Lucas, for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat one more time. Oh, Edison, you're going to China. Cool. So you'll be in China while Gail is in the Philippines. Everyone going to Asia except for me. Okay. We got swept. Yeah, thank you, Justin. I knew you knew. Tonight, let's see how my tech holds up. I've tried a couple new things. I won't say everything that I've done just in case it doesn't work, but we're going to try to share the screen. We're going to do the Sedge VC, the Clay Edge Go Visualizer commentary, and I'm going to see how we do. Again, maybe I've solved at least some of the tech issues. We'll see. Tell me if I'm lagging in the chat, but even if I am, I don't know what else we can do. Here we go. First goal. It is Pettersson getting it back to Hughes right there, drawing the defenseman, and Hughes with a wrister. It actually goes off of Sergachev's glove. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to catch it or maybe bat it away, but he kind of almost bowls it. He didn't bowl it, but it goes off of Sergachev's glove, pass Velmek. How do you say his name? Velmeka? Hold on. I should know how to say his name. I knew how to say his name after the game, and then I forgot. I'm just going to look down here. Vemelka. You don't say the J, right? It's not Vejmelka. We're going with Vemelka. That's what I'm calling him. You guys, I didn't do a goal review because the Canucks didn't win, so I didn't get practice. Vemelka. No, Vemelka. Hey, someone, tell me how to pronounce his name. You don't say the L, right? It's Vemelka? Vejmelka. Melka. Vemelka. I should know this. I'm calling him Melka. Okay, so I don't have to talk about it again because the Canucks don't score on him again. Veggie milk. Veg Melka. Milk. Ve Melka. Okay, thank you. I just spent 45 seconds trying to. I'm sorry, that's probably pretty painful. It is the J isn't there? Veg Melka. All right, let's go with Veg Melka. Anyways, I don't think. Oh, silent J. Vemelka. V. So we got it past V, and it's 1-0 for the Canucks, and that's in the second period. Then Utah ties it up, and this is a cross ice play. Ultimately, it goes to Bukestad, and right here, I think. Remember, no goal review. I think Hronek should have probably made a better play here. But instead, Bukestad gets around. It goes between Petey's legs. I'm not blaming Petey. I'm not sure why Quinny. Well, I think Quinny Hughes was chasing someone. But then it goes to Stenlin, and Stenlin puts it past Lankinen. Lankinen's a lot easier to say than V. So let's see that again. Basically, it's Carcone. What's all these weird names? To Bukestad. So right here, Bukestad. I don't like Hronek's play, and he's able to whip it across. No chance for Kevin Lankinen. And it's 1-1. Then we go to the third period, And another side-to-side goal where Lankinen doesn't have much of a chance. This one, though, kind of unfortunate because the shot from Dursey actually bounces off one or two guys. So it doesn't even get to Lankinen, and then it squirts out to here. I don't know if you can really blame anyone. I know Marcus Pettersson, who plays the left side, that's technically his side. So Logan Cooley makes no mistake, first goal in 7 games. But I'm not sure if this Edge Goal Visualizer picks it out. Marcus Pettersson was the victim. Yeah, so right here, watch Marcus Pettersson. If you watch the replay, he was actually the victim of a reverse hit. Boom. So now he's on the ground. You can't see it on here, obviously. But this is kind of his side. So where does Myers go? So Myers cheats. Okay, I don't know what Myers is doing. I don't know what anyone's doing here. But basically, there's no Canucks on the left side of the ice. And unfortunately, again, it wasn't Lankinen's fault. It bounces off one or two players, and then Cooley puts it in. Okay, some of you are saying, Vejmelka. V again. And then the empty netter comes around. Actually, Hirona makes a really poor play trying to get it to Hughes. And then it gets blocked by Schmaltz, who goes over to Clayton Keller. Like the name, but don't like the fact that he has 24 goals, including that one. So 3-1 Utah with the goalie name V. Look at that. We've lost all 3 times to them. 3-2 in Utah, 2-1 in Utah. That was when I was in Vegas. I remember that. Then 3-1 tonight. Shots, brutal. 23-19. Another game for the Canucks where they had fewer than 20 shots. Although yesterday we played against a really bad goalie. Not so good in the faceoff dot. Does Philip Hito make that much of a difference? Power play, we scored 1, but I'll get to the reason why we lost in a second. A lot of hits. I love how the fact that the Canucks came out hitting. Maybe they're mad about what happened to Hito last night. 20 block shots, 12 giveaways. And then we'll get to the box score in a second. But you see, they got outshot 10-4, 7-6, and then they did outshoot them 9-6. So two things I want to say. Number one, Philip Hito, unfortunately not playing. We know he got hit, blasted into the boards by ex-Canucks Jason Dickinson last night. Dickinson didn't come out to play after that shift. And Hito, we know he's got a history of concussion problems. In fact, he only played 10 games last season, sadly. So we knew that was a risk when we traded for him. And you could just tell, I've had a concussion, and many of us have had concussions or have witnessed concussions. It looked bad when he got slammed against the boards, and then when he tried to get up and when he was wobbling and fell again, you knew that was really bad. He threw a stick down the tunnel. So we will find out how long he's going to be out for. Maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. It's so hard to say, right? Especially with a guy with concussion problems. So then the Canucks had to really, really switch up their lines. They actually had Besser and Sherwood playing on the same line, 2 righties. Then you had Lekkerimäki come into the lineup. So you had Pettersson with DeBrusk and Hoglander as your top line. No right-handers on that line. And then you had Suter between Garland and Joshua. Yeah, it's weird. They didn't put, now that I think about it, they like Hoglander with PD. I guess they wanted DeBrusk up there for a true top line. So no righties on that line. But then on a third line, you had Suter with 2 righties, Besser and Sherwood. Maybe it's not a big deal. And then a fourth line of Neil Zaman between Drew O'Connor and Jonathan Lekkerimäki. Again, DPD was out. I don't know if that's precautionary after taking that hit from Zari, or probably more so the Canucks like Rick Tocchet liked the way that Forbert and Mancini played. By the way, I thought Mancini was really good last night. And then he was fine tonight. Like he wasn't on the ice for any of the Canucks, the Utah goals. Who were the defensemen? Yeah, it was Pettersson and Myers on the first one. And then the second one was, who was it again? Oh, Pettersson and Myers. Great. So Pettersson and Myers were on the ice for both of the goals for Utah. And who cares about the empty netter? Finally, and this is the big one, the 4-minute power play. The 4-minute power play. If the Canucks had any chance, they're gifted. It was an accidental high stick to Brock Besser. Cut him. So 4-minute power play, and the Canucks could barely gain the zone. Hey, Anula, nice to see you, by the way. Nice to see you. I just see that you're in the chat. 4-minute power play against a team that you're trying to hold off in the standings. gifted a power play, and they barely got any chances. They could barely get in the zone. Once they got in the zone, too much passing. I know you don't want to just blindly shoot. Like, I can't stand people who at the games, and Lucas and I were kind of talking about this. You don't just shoot it. You just don't yell shoot within the first 1 second of getting control of the puck. You got to look for lanes. You got to make sure it doesn't get blocked and go the other way. You got to make sure your guys are in position to screen and deflect, all those things. But when you have the power play, you got to get the puck on the net. And look at their first goal. It went in because on the power play because it went off of a Utah player. You got to get some rebounds. You got to get some deflections. And the Canucks and Rick Tocchet was exasperated after the game. He said that the coaching staff was really frustrated because they missed out on some chances. So that was really frustrating. The one chance, again, a gifted opportunity to get back in the game, and the Canucks did not do anything with it. The Canucks are not perfect. I don't expect them to play a perfect game, but I do want them to play with more urgency. And it's simply not good enough that you beat the Chicago team that's the second worst team in the league, and then you come up. And I don't buy the fact that they were tired. They shouldn't be tired. Every team has to play back-to-back. This one was back-to-back at home, and they didn't really exert themselves last night. So I don't know. I think, obviously, since the JT Miller trade, offense has become hard to come by. And I think you take out Phil Hedl, your second center, even if he's playing a little bit too high in the lineup, and you take away his speed, it made a lot of difference. Even just bringing the puck over the line for the power play. Utah, they're just as skilled, but they're fast. Keller's fast. Gunther's fast. Cooley's fast. All these guys are fast. So it really, I noticed it in the Utah game in Utah in February, and I certainly noticed it tonight. The Canucks are not a fast team. You take up Phil Hedl, and they're even slower. Lucas, I'll get to your next donation. Thank you. In a second, let's just look at the box score real quick for the Vancouver Canucks. Obviously, there's only the one goal. Pettersson had the assist. DeBrusk had the assist, and Hughes scored it. PD was a -2. DeBrusk a -2. So their line was a -2, basically. Looking at time on ice, Drew O'Connor only had 10 minutes. Lekkerimäki only had 8. Aman had 8 minutes, and Lekkerimäki only had 9 minutes as well. So 9 and 9. And then high man, I see Garland at 19. Oh, I see Pettersson at 21.50. DeBrusk at 21 as well. What's PD's stat line? Wow, 6 hits. 6 hits for PD, 5 hits for Sherwood, 3 hits for Bluger, 5 hits for Joshua. So almost 18 hits, 19 hits between those 4 players. So you can see there are a lot of hits. On D, wow, Hughes plays 30 minutes. That's crazy. What do we got? Forward at 15. Even Mancini. Oh, no, Mancini only played 11. Then I see 4 blocks each for Forbert and Marcus Pettersson. 5 shots for Hughes. And then 4 hits for Marcus Pettersson. So Marcus Pettersson had 4 blocks and 4 hits, which is pretty good. Just didn't like his his Hronek who's play. I didn't like tonight. I think Marcus Pettersson was okay, except for he got flattened on that reverse hit. Lankinen, you can't blame him on the 2 goals that he let in. Finally, you look at the standings, and then I'll get to Lucas's donation, and then I'll get to my Mitchell sponsor read, and then I'll get to all of you. So here we go. Pretty crazy now. Canucks have 73 in 67. St. Louis has 73 in 68. So same number of points. St. Louis has played one more game. Calgary has 71 in 65. So technically a better points percentage. They are 2 points behind, but with 2 games in hand. But they have, I think they have Toronto tomorrow, and then the Rangers on Tuesday. So that will be a challenging back-to-back for them. And then Utah with their win, same number of points, games as us, 67, but only 2 points fewer. So it's tight. Those 4 teams, it's tight. And the reason why we keep saying 93 points, so right now it's the Canucks at 545 that hold down the final playoff spot. Ooh, that's even less. 545 times. Oh, yeah, it's an 89-point pace. Let's just say I never heard of a team making the playoffs at 89 points, but that's what the points percentage is right now. No, actually, we should probably do Calgary's at 546, but that's hardly any better. 546 times 82 times 2. Yeah, 90-point pace. So let's say it's 92 points. Let's say it's 92 points. The Canucks, in 15 games left, need 19 points. So they got to get 19 points in 15 games. So that's 4 games over 500. So whether that is 10, no, that doesn't add up. Whether that's 9, 4, and 2, 9-5-1. Sorry for the bad math. 9-5-1 gets you 92 points. 9-5-1. You could go 8-4-3. That also gets you 92 points. Or you could go 10-4-1. That also gets you 10-4-1. That's not 10-6-1. No, they can't add it. No. So if we're trying to get to 92, it's either 9-5-1 or it's 8-4-3. That's what it is. If we want to get to 93 points, 20 points, now that is 5 games over 500. So now you're looking at 10-5, 93 points, or 10-5 or 9-4-2. That's also. So regardless, the Canucks are going to have to go 4 or 5 games over 500 to get to 92 points, which is probably a good estimate of what the playoff bar is going to be. By the way, let me know in the chat, did I lag at all today? I know I wasn't showing much video, but did I lag at all? I really want to know. Lucas, a third donation, which is very, very kind and generous of him. No, Lucas, don't stop. You don't have to give. You don't have to say it's your last donation. I like it. I rather like it when you keep going. Last donor, I promise. LOL. Regardless of the result at the end of the season, playoffs or not, my plans for 2025-26 now underway. I'll just say things have been progressing along. Stay tuned. That is awesome. I got to learn a bit about those plans, but I will not spoil Lucas's surprise. 4-0-11. 15 OTLs, but that still doesn't get us. That only gets us to 88 points. That's really, really funny. No lags. Okay, I tried a couple things, but I want to see what happens. Yeah, I know I missed a bunch of, but Anula, great to see you. 10 wins. Yeah, 10-4-1 or 10-5. No lag. Awesome. Yeah, we're playing against some tough teams as well. Yeah, Shannon, the easiest, no problem. Don't apologize. The easiest way to think about it is this. We have 73 points. We have 67 games. I'm using 92 points as my benchmark. So 92 minus 73, we need 19 points. And we only have 15 games to do it. So 19 minus 15, that's 4 games over 500. That's how I figure out the math. So 4 games over 500 with 15 games to go. That means we're going either 9-5-1 or 8-4-3. That's how you get to 4 games over 500. Okay. Lucas's donations cost more than my Canucks ticket. Oh, you're lucky. Where do you get a $30 ticket these days? So let's go to my mid-show sponsoree, and then I'll get to all of you. And we start off by thanking my primary sponsor, and that is Mr. Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you sign up. Thank you to Gassy Jet Art, maker of that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com, and it helps me out. So thanks again for your support that way. And don't forget ways that you get involved tonight. You can subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a donation like legendary Lucas Gates has done. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Finally, my shows this week, it's actually a quote, normal. No, I screwed that up. It's actually a quote, normal week, end quote. I don't know why I always do those quote signs. So a regular week, Sunday tonight was 11. Tomorrow will be Canucks After Dark, back to Mondays for the first time in 4 weeks. So Monday at 10, tomorrow night at 10 is Canucks After Dark. And then my own show at 11:15. Then on Tuesday, it will be CCC at 11. Wednesday, CCC at 11. Thursday, CCC at 11. Tuesday will be after the Jets game, which I'm not going to. I'll be bowling. Thursday will be after the game in St. Louis. So the Canucks basically play every second night until the end of the month. So it's very easy schedule to follow. So again, my schedule, my show every night this week, all at 11 except for Monday night, 11:15, because Canucks After Dark will be before that at 11. Finally, before we get to your questions, it is the third Sunday of the month. So that means I'm giving away 5 memberships now. Let's see who they go to. So I'm going to play the goal horn for myself because I'm like that. So welcome to franchise membership, Harry Ma, KT, Gerby, Ian, and Kay. Some respectful, some recognizable names there, some new ones, some former members of other levels, and I'm happy to have all of you. So franchise membership to all of you. Welcome to franchise membership. Great to see all you guys. Okay. And shout out to Canuck Clay for that donation. Let's give some love. No, not let's give some love. Let's get to your question. Oh, you saw Van City Experts billboard outside McDonald's main terminal. Nice. All right, let's go. Your questions for the next 15 minutes or so. It was me, Gerby. It was me. I gifted you the membership. What did Yrvin say that I missed? It looks pretty serious. What did I miss, Yrvin? I'm sorry, Yrvin, if I missed something serious. Okay. Being a season Canucks game attendee in the regular season, is that atmosphere consistent, or do you notice a different buzz depending on the team we play? The atmosphere tonight was definitely pretty bad. A lot of games I've been to has been pretty bad. This season, I think Canucks fans are just tired. Last season was unbelievable, especially the playoffs. That's the loudest I've heard it in there for many, many years, understandably so. And I definitely like when an original 6 team comes in, like Montreal, Toronto, Chicago, Boston, Rangers, Detroit. Those teams have a lot of fans, and the atmosphere is always charged. Same against Calgary and Edmonton. Atmosphere is always charged. So tonight, Utah, I know they're old Arizona, not a lot of history. I didn't think the buzz was that great tonight. Anyone at the game Saturday see me at intermission playing soccer on the ice? Not okay. So Ricky, was Rosie down there too? And were you guys the blue team or the red team? I watched it with my son Sean. I know Ronell was imploring you guys to basically do something because no one could shoot. There were no goals. There was only like 2 or 3 good hits. But Ricky, you're hilarious. What team were you? The blue team, which one, or the red team? Hey, Harry, I'm great. Hope you are well as well. What can you expect on Tuesday's game against the Jets? The Jets are strong. You know, Connor Hellebuck, if he plays, he might not even play. Who knows? And then Kyle Connor, Scheifele, Morrissey, Pionk, the whole team, Nick Ehlers, the whole team is good. That's why they're number 1 in the league right now. I'm not sure. Hopefully they do well in the playoffs, just not against us. So yeah, and then for the Canucks, I think they're going to be overmatched for sure. So it's good. But who knows? Given Canuck luck, given Canuck history, maybe that's just kind of the odds they need to come out with a major performance before they hit the road. We will see. We will see. I think they're too fast for us, Alfred. I really do. I just think we don't match up well against them. What are your thoughts? Hey, Rome, what are the thoughts on Tocchet, the job he's doing this season? If he weren't good buddies with Redford, do you think he would be fired already? No, I think winning the Jack Adams does give you a bit of cachet, not cliche, cachet. I do think that he hasn't had the best roster, the pieces to work with. Having said that, yeah, you kind of get tired of hearing the same thing, right? After every game about the power play, about missed opportunities. about protecting the guts of the ice, blah, blah, blah. So, no, I wouldn't say that he's only in his current job because of his relationship with Rutherford. But I will say I don't know. Yeah, I certainly don't think it's a guarantee that he's back next season, whether by his choice or by the team's. I like him. I've met him on a couple occasions. I enjoy him. And I think he was the shot in the arm that this team needed when he arrived 2 years ago. But yeah, some warts are showing. And I don't know if those warts are from him or from his players or both. Injuries, including Miller missing 10 games. Yeah, with his mental health leave, practically killed the season. And that's one way of looking at it. And that's not making excuses. That's the honest truth. That's one way to look at it. It's amazing that they're still in the race. I wonder if Jamie has seen the new Canucks jerseys. I'm sure she has. Yeah, they're not the most visually appealing to me, but I think the nostalgia factor is there for sure. Yeah, Harry, I know you're going in the game. What's my score prediction? I think somehow against all odds, the Canucks win 4-2. It's just a gut feeling. And who scores for the Canucks? Let's go PD, DeBrusk, Hughes, and Sherwood. Yeah, it's one of those things, Yrvin. And it's even worse when the Canucks aren't playing well. Sherwood says Dickinson's a dirty hitter. I didn't hear that. Okay. Doesn't surprise me, though. Rosie was with us and you were okay, that's awesome. So you won. Ricky, there was one massive hit against the boards. Was that you or Rosie? Like, I think you guys did the hitting. Was that you or Rosie? And how did you guys get chosen? Type it in the chat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Islanders game, the biggest challenge will be that no one falls asleep. The Rangers game, the Rangers are improving, and Devils, even though they don't have Jack Hughes, they're pretty skilled. So I think the fact that it's the hardest road trip, right? You're going all the way east. I think the whole trip's going to be a challenge. Who did you notice the most from Utah? I noticed Cooley. I noticed Keller for sure. Those are two guys. Their bottom six aren't most skilled or well known, but they're big guys. Stenlund, Krause, Bukestad. Yeah, but I did notice Cooley, Gunther, and Keller for sure. Yeah, we want to know. Ricky, how were you chosen? What are the chances the top teams let go of the gas to end the playoffs healthy? No, I think they're going to be playing for positioning and home ice advantage, Adrian. Great question, though. Hey, Simon, do you think Vancouver is going to make the playoffs? In my heart of hearts, I say yes, that they're going to squeak in, but it's going to be pretty tough. They went by the end of the regular season. I'm not sure what that means, Simon, but yes, I do think they're going to make it in, but that does mean they have to go, like we've said, 9-5-1. I see other coaches calling timeouts and regrouping their team, so does Tocchet not know how to call timeouts? Well, you only get one a game, and yeah, he doesn't always use it. But for instance, tonight, Shannon, in all seriousness and respectfully, not to you, you're fine, but I mean to Tocchet, it wasn't like the Canucks were under siege tonight. Do you maybe call a timeout in the middle of that 4-minute power play just to rest the top unit and get them back out there? Maybe. But I know a lot of coaches don't like to burn their timeout. They like to keep it just in case they're up one or down one at the end of a game, which actually the Canucks were. Winnipeg just needs to make it past the first round and call success. Yes, them in Toronto. They're like kissing cousins that way. Tocchet and Sherwood are the two people who mentioned Dickinson should be suspended in the near future for dirty hits like the one he did on Hedl. That's fair. 5-0 for the Jets based on the Canucks' average shots per game and Hellebuyck goalie. It's a miracle if they win. I won't bet my house for a win. Yeah, don't do that. Helen, nice to see you. But maybe Hellebuyck doesn't play. Because we are considered a lesser opponent. We will see. I think Dickinson should be suspended, but I don't think he will be, as sad as that is. Malhotra, that's a interesting candidate. Yeah, he's a good candidate for sure. Hello, Murray. Always great having you all the way from New Zealand. I love it when Anula's here from Sweden, when Murray's here from New Zealand, and when Bernd is here from Germany. Do I think Tocchet has lost the room? No, I don't think he's lost the room, Rome. And I'm not trying to just defend him blindly. I think there's not enough talented players in the room. That's what I think the problem is. Dickinson should get 5 to 6. No, that's too much. He won't get that many. Headshots from behind are not review worthy. I didn't know that. Hey, Adam. 4 pass Hellebuyck. No, I'm guessing that he's not playing. Did the Canucks look tired today? Yeah, it's tough to say. They didn't play with a lot of urgency. So can that completely be attributed to being tired? I'm not sure. But yeah, they did not look fresh. I'll put it that way. Lucas says he knows the actual reason why Miller left the team. It wasn't for mental health. It was very bad. I've heard two stories too. One that I believe more to be true, and one that I think is more sensationalized. I'm not going back there. That was 2 months ago now. Talk and the staff are not the problem. It's health. Night and day compared to last year. Just no Demko means playing she loves. Yeah, that's a big trade-off already. I have looked at the list of free agents. It's okay. Probably highlighted by Marner. We got chosen randomly by an employee at Section 101 bar. They needed 6, and there were exactly 6 of us. Gavin took a huge hit from Rosie. He was a little banged up in the medical room. That was a mess. Okay, so you guys were all buddies. That's funny. Will they do an ovation for JT Miller and Bo Horvat as the Canucks are playing them? No, Edison, they won't, because that's in their home arenas. The Horvat one is gone by anyways. The Miller one will be interesting when the Rangers play here next season, if they say anything. But I think they probably won't, because it's different when you it's the same season. But let's say the Rangers don't come again into Vancouver till January, for instance, of next year, 2026. That's a little long, right? To say welcome back, JT Miller. I don't know. But no, they won't do anything on the road because those guys are playing in their home arenas. Do you play Lankinen again in goal on Tuesday? Oh, yeah, of course. 2-day break. You ride Lankinen as long as you can now. As long as you can. Miller's left the building. Miller missed 10 games. Yep. Canucks management should have called timeout a year ago. No, the offer sheets are very rare, Edmund. Very, very rare. We have a sighting of the other legend. So legends are coming through tonight. Legendary Andrew Chang is in the house. Welcome, Andrew. Good to see you. Thank you for the donation. Let's give Andrew some love in the chat. The game against Montreal after 3-0, I really noticed the game presentation team doing a lot more frequent giveaways and scoreboard graphics to amuse the crowd and liven the crowd energy. Yeah, they have to read the room for sure. Rome, good advice to Tyler. I know, yeah, Lucas, I know you were on the anthem booing tonight for sure. Eric Comrie got injured in today's game versus Seattle Kraken. Oh, I did not know that. Thank you. Hey, Rosie, I heard, was that you that laid the massive hit on last night in the bubble soccer? Hollebuck in net. To pick the final wildcard spot, Justin, I'm still going for the Canucks. I really am. I just think in this crazy season that they're going to pull it out. They might get smoked in the first round. Who's your early cup winner pick? You know, at the start of the year, you guys might remember this. And let me know in the chat if you do remember. I said Dallas versus the Rangers. My Rangers pick is way off. Rangers might not even make the playoffs. But Dallas, and I didn't predict this, with the addition of Rantanen, I think they're the favorite over Winnipeg, over Colorado, or over Vegas, over Edmonton. I'm going Dallas. My original pick was Dallas versus the Rangers, so I'm going Dallas. No, Ellie Women's Hoops. I watched the Utah game when I was in Vegas. That's what it was. Take care, Newland. Nice to see you. It was a massive hit. 6 of the top 10 goal scorers are 33 years old or older. No, thank you. Yeah, there's not a lot of talent. Hey, Cindy, nice to see you. If the Canucks let Besser walk, could we see a team picking him up? Oh, of course. There's no way a team won't pick him up, but it's a matter of what's he going to get offered and how long is he willing to wait. We've seen in the past that Besser's willing to wait for the right contract, but he certainly isn't doing much to help his case. He's been invisible. Talent on the team, not a lot clicking. That's fair. Do you think Kessler will retire Canuck next season? It's kind of trending that way, right? His recent visits, and yeah, maybe the Canucks need a feel-good story for sure. I don't know, Simon. Nathan Rourke, I hope he does well. So I hope the Lions do well, but I don't know. Yeah, Canucks will have some money for sure. For sure. Yeah, their defense is set. You guys, even, it's not the best ever, but I like it. Even when, and Myers is playing well, but when Myers retires, when Myers' next contract ends after 2 more seasons, you're looking at Hughes, Hronik, Marcus Pettersson, Tom Villander, DPD, Mancini. And then that's not including any additions, but I love Mancini's game. I love DPD's game. That's found money there. I think it's really good. And even before Villander is ready, you can ease him in next season and have Myers there, and Myers is playing fine. No need to apologize. Great to see you. I'm okay with Bester leaving as long as the Canucks can get one of Ehlers or Marner. Yeah, I do like both. I like Ehlers a lot. Adrian, at the start of the season, I said no, but it's trending like yes. He's scoring every game or every 2 games. It might be right to the wire, right? Because he's got 8 more to go with about 16 games to go. Very, very close. I need some beer. Yeah, Burn from Germany. I love the international flavor here. The most crazy season in Canucks history. Imagine Canucks versus Rangers Cup final. I like that, Justin. That's a great story. There'll be a lot of money to throw around in the offseason, and some GM is going to throw money at Bester. I agree. 2 wildcard teams. Do you think Canucks will be busy during the free agency? Yep, I do. They have money. What's Kessler known more for his play or his dominance in the second round? Well, they're the same thing, right? Like he had to play to be dominant. I think you're asking me, is it the second round versus Nashville versus his overall career? And I don't think you can separate them. I think when you talk about Kessler, the first thing that many people are going to remember is that second round versus Nashville. So I guess to answer your question, I guess that it's the second round versus Nashville. That's going to be what most people remember him for. Rome doesn't think they'll go heavy in the free agent market. Yeah, we'll see. What will be the reaction if Ovechkin breaks the record in Winnipeg and Gretzky walks out to congratulate? You mean just from a standpoint of like one of the smallest markets? Marner will get a lot of money for sure. Kessler's karaoke singing. Kessler basically won that series for us. What do you think the Canucks road record may be when they hit the road on Thursday? I can already tell you, Harry, what the Canucks road record will be because they're not playing on the road before Thursday. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but if you're asking me I'll just read what you're asking me. What do you think the Canucks road record may be when they hit the road on Thursday? The Canucks road record, 100% guaranteed, will be 17-12-4 because that's what they are right now. RK17 posing in the buff. Yrvin, if that's what you want to remember, no judgment here. The atmosphere will be bonkers, but Winnipeg, Gretzky will get a smattering of booze. Yeah, am I missing something? What's the significance of Winnipeg aside from Winnipeg versus Washington, the 2 top teams? Oh, Canadians being mad at Gretzky. I get it because of his Trump support. I understand what you're saying. Is there a specific football BC Lions game you want to go to this season? Nope. I just want to get in the arena at least once. What's your favorite Green Man stunt from back in the day? The handstands against the glass is particularly impressive. For sure. I have been to a Canucks versus Jets game, but a couple of seasons ago, not recently. All right, friends, I'm going to wrap up here. We went for a good 50 minutes, so thank you, everyone, for being here. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Actually, we'll do this one, and then we'll end off. We'll do these last 3. I wonder how Connor Bedard fans thought after the huge win last night. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. Smiley low. I heard Gretzky will 10 games when Ovi's 3 or 4 goals away. Yep, I heard that as well. And finally, what is your prediction for the upcoming 6-game road trip? 2, 3, and 1. 6-game road trip. St. Louis, Rangers, Blues, Rangers, Devils, Islanders, Columbus, and Winnipeg. 3, 2, and 1. I'll just reverse the first two numbers. 3, 2, and 1, but I'm not sure that's not going to get you anywhere. Okay, now I'm going to go. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, both here, legendary Lucas Gates and legendary Andrew Chang, and Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. Happy birthday, Jaden. I know you're probably not listening anymore. I told you just come for the first 10 minutes. Lucas, great going to the game with you tonight. To all of you, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. On the way out, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe, and you can leave a late donation. Thank you to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Lou, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. Lucas with 3 matching $10 donations. Canuck Clay with the 5 membership gifts. And legendary Andrew Chang with a $5 donation as well. Don't forget my shows this week. Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 10. Me at 11:15. And then me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11 as well. Still here, Jaden. You are awesome. And happy birthday once again. I'm so glad that you guys are all here. We got Skytrain Alphin with the late donation. You guys know how much I love the late donations. Skytrain Alfred with the $2 donation. Go Canucks go. Let's give Alfred some love in the chat. And let's also give Jaden some love in the chat. It's his birthday, and he always has me on while studying. Well, I hope you're still getting good marks, because I know if I had my ugly mug and my annoying voice on when I was trying to study, maybe that was my problem actually, because that is my voice and that is my look. Oh, by the way, thank you, Jaden. I don't know what I was saying there. Swervin Yrvin gets in with the late membership gift. We ain't done exactly, Skytrain Alfred. Thank you, Swervin Yrvin, for the $5 donation. It's a membership gift, franchise membership, and it goes to Logan. So welcome, Logan, to franchise membership. And thank you, Swervin Yrvin, for the late donation. So wow, we got 2 late donations from my Filipino brothers in Alfred and Irvin. Appreciate you guys. And now I will slowly do my outro just in case anyone else wants to donate. So don't forget, Canucks After Dark at 10, me at 11:15 tomorrow night. And as always, don't forget to rate the bad joke out of 10 on the way out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know, earlier today, I just realized that the word 7 has the word even in it. Yes, 7 has the word even in it. That's odd. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.